guys, welcome back to another video, and today you join me in my currently 5,000 plus day realm, and I thought I'd give you a tour since my last one was like 2,500 days ago. Yeah, and a lot has changed, so yeah, let's just dive straight into it because this is going to be a very long video. Yeah, so we're going to start with my main base, well, our main base. It's got me and a load of friends on it. So we'll start off in the middle. This is like the center of our entire base, and it goes off in 4 directions: north, east, south, and west. And then, yeah, so we'll start off by going left. This has our storage room and our farm in it. I'm going to tour everything because in my last one I only toured my base. This is going to include like all of our farms, our industrial districts. Well, I'm currently building a palace, which I think I'll show off as well. And I'll show off our city, nether base as well. We've got a nether hub and nether highways and all sorts. So it's going to be really, really cool. Right, let's get into it. So currently we're in our storage room. This is floor 1 of 2. There's a underground as well. This is where we used to store everything, and then we realized we had run out of space. So I was like, right, let's expand it. And yeah, this is the top floor, which is the oldest floor. It has our super smelter in it. I've forgotten the maths, but it can smelt something like a stack in 20 seconds, I think it is. So yeah, it's really good. Fuel in the top, input there in the minecart, and then output in the double chest here. It's really simple. We've had this since day like couple hundred, I think. And then there's storage all around. There's 3 double chests here, and then 1 in the floor as well. At the back here we have our bulk, and I think I'm gonna turn this floor into like our main bulk area, where anything bulk we have loads of just gets stored in this top floor. There's a floor up there which has even more bulk in it. I'll quickly go up there and show you. Up the bubble elevator and come up, and oh yeah, we've got our automatic crafting system. I'm not sure if it works currently, but you put the input in here and then you get a nice little window. I don't have zoom on this, sorry. I've been playing too much Java. Yeah, you have the window up there, and it flows down, goes into the crafters, and comes out here. Here's the redstone out the back, quite janky. I need to remake it and make it like craft every item in the game. There's the lever for that door, by the way. Yeah, let's come down. Actually, let's go through the middle. So this is the middle bit. It has all of our crafting benches and stuff in it, and nice views out into the floor. And you can come down just like this spiral staircase, and you're back out to the main floor. And then if we go back down the stairs, we've got our expansion, which is like the room upstairs pasted down here and down here. It's that long. It is very big, and this has space to store every item in the game. So I made sure we would have enough space. And as you can see, not everything is labeled, and that's because that's extra storage just in case they add new items. And the way I have sorted it is this corner is currently all naturally spawning blocks, plus our ores and ice and stuff like that. So anything that can naturally spawn that's a block is in this corner, and as you can see, I've counted dripstone in that because technically when you hover over it, it is a block. It has the hitbox of a block, so I'd count it as one. And then in this corner, you have every naturally spawning item that can be placed, but isn't a block, ignoring the logs, obviously. So all of this stuff, you got flowers, you got your leaves, you got melons, carrots and potatoes as well because they can be placed. You got beetroot, and then in this corner you've got every craftable block along the bottom here that can be placed, and then you've got every craftable item up there as well, and mob drops in that section as well. So it's a bit janky how it's all put together, but I think I mean, it's easy for me to locate, obviously, because I built it. Yeah, my friends have a hard time finding things, so they've just got to get used to it. Then in this corner is going to basically have everything else. It's going to have miscellaneous along the bottom, and then food and anything else I've forgotten up the top there. But yeah, it's quite a simple design, really. Quite minimalistic. I do need to add some more detail, really. Been struggling with motivation for this world for quite a while, so things happen, but they don't happen very quickly. So yeah, that's the storage room. Don't think I've forgotten anything in here. Right, heading just across the hall into the farm. This is where we grow anything that we want that doesn't really produce much lag. So we've got all of our crops. We've got wheat, we've got carrots, we've got potatoes, and we got beetroot just here, and then they all grow in their corresponding areas up here. And then just a flick of a lever, you should see the water flowing down. There we go. And that harvests everything and pushes it into these hoppers, and then it goes up the tunnel, over the top, and then back down into its silos here. And then yeah, so that's our farm for agricultural crops. I think it's pretty cool. It's my own design. Yeah, it's not my own concept, but my own design for this world, basically. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then heading over the other side, we have our more industrial farms. We have bamboo, which you're just getting a glimpse of how it works there. There's a minecart that runs underneath and loops back and gets stopped there and then deposits all of its stuff. And this works kind of similarly to the other agricultural crops over there, in the sense that once it's harvested, it ends up in this tube, goes over the top and into our silos over the other side. And it fills from bottom and top and then flows into the middle ones when they get full. We've recently taken some out of here, so that's why it's all mishmash collected together. And then over the other side is our newest addition. We've got a melon and pumpkin farm, which I've currently turned off, so there's just a bunch of wastage there. But it's because I was adding in the silo for it, and this just fills up from bottom to top, same as the other ones, and just goes over and into the tube and into the hoppers. Quite simple stuff, really. And yeah, this is our first beacon that we made in this world. It's the center one. If you don't know where we are, this is the center dome where I began the video. Yeah, and this is the beacon. All of our beacons have 4 beacon tops up here, and it's what produces our effects in the top right of the screen there. So yeah, this is our first beacon. I never replaced it with emeralds because I thought it was cool to see how mishmash collected it is together, because we didn't have much back then. Obviously now we have loads of iron, loads of emeralds, loads of gold. But yeah, it's just supposed to be chained off. We're supposed to stand on this side. But yeah, that's our first beacon. And we're slowly expanding to the other side of the underground. You can see our other beacon over there. This whole area is covered, apart from like 1% of the base that I just couldn't get covered, really. So yeah, that's our underground bit and the farm. Heading back up the stairs and down here back to the middle, we can go this way, which I think is north. Orange corridors. We have our museum area. This is where we should have 2 of every animal. I don't think we have quite that yet, but yeah, we are working towards it. We've named them all. So they're 01, 02, and so on, all the way down to the end. We've got sheep, cows, pigs, goats, pandas, parrots, rabbit, cats, axolotls, alays, bees, camels. We're supposed to have spiders in here, but every time we spawn them in, every time we get them in here and name tag them, they end up killing themselves or despawning. We're supposed to have zombies in here, but we don't know where they've gone either, and there's a villager in there. The door's normally supposed to be shut. I don't know who opened it. Probably the villager, to be fair. We got skeletons, but they're not in here either, and creepers as well, despawned. We did have, yeah, danger, highly explosive. I'm fairly sure these were charged creepers that we had in here, and they despawned somehow. Somewhere along the line, we turned it to peaceful and then loaded our base and forgot about the hostile mobs. that are in our museum. In order for that to not happen again, I think we can't use peaceful. Glow squid, frogs, turtles, and horses. So that's all we've got so far in our museum. Obviously, we are planning on extending the corridor and adding all of the animals. And I think from now on, we're going to have to not use peaceful around the base, which, yeah, is entirely possible because we only use it really to clear massive farms. Because we have a couple farms that keep producing. There's no way to turn it off other than to run away and despawn everything. Heading through this corridor, we get towards our main museum area, which is quite empty. It hasn't really changed since the first tour around our base. Got another beacon here, goes all the way up. Looks more like a warehouse, really, but we are working towards slowly filling everything up. We want to have every armor with every armor trim variant here, and slowly but surely we'll have all of these rooms built and decorated with every item in the game. And then these empty areas are going to be where every block in the game is placed. These rooms are going to be separated by, well, they're going to be sorted by item of release date. So the date that the item was released into Minecraft. So yeah, which I think that'll be really cool once we have everything, and quite an achievement as well. As you can see, we haven't even finished building the wall over there. It's because we had to terraform that hill because it was in the way. Heading back out, we can go all the way back to the middle. I think it's east, towards the bedrooms and the villager trading area. So yeah, now that we're back at the middle, we can then take a left to go east. And we have our rooms and villager trading. And we also have our enchantment table here as well in a nice little cubby area. We had this spare space, so we were like, right, let's make the most of it. Turn it into our enchantment table. We have all of our lapis here that we use, and there's a hole in the ground as well. That's brilliant. So yeah, we get level 30 enchantments in there, obviously, as well. We can take a left to explore the villagers. This place is not done yet. I'm waiting for the villager trade rebalancing. Currently it's just an experimental feature, which obviously I've turned off because that would ruin villager trading, or make it really hard anyway. So currently I haven't finished it. There's obviously no roof and the walls down there. There's a couple villager categories as well that we don't have. So in here we've got librarians and fletchers. In here we've got blacksmiths, weaponsmiths, and armorsmiths. So armors, tools, and all of that stuff. Then in here, further down, we've got farmers, fishermen, and butchers. As you can see here, quite standard stuff. All of these should be infected and cured as well, so we get the best trades. In here we've got cartographers, shepherds, and clerics as well. All with their own bed and everything, because the way that villagers work in Bedrock are quite weird. Leather workers are masons in here. We currently only have masons. And then down here, we'll have whatever I've missed. I can't remember what. And then, yeah, we're at the end. We have another beacon there. That's the emerald one I showed you earlier when we were doing the farms. It goes straight to the top as well. And then this is just a green area. I don't really know what I'm going to put here. Someone's goat has gotten let out. But yeah, so that's our villager trading area. And we have these bins scattered about as well, so that if we have any useless stuff, we can just dash it out into the bin. I've got nothing on me at the moment. So yeah, now heading further down, we come to our bedrooms. I'm not going to tour mine because I still haven't done anything to it since I made it, really. Carved out an area and never built in it because I was too busy building the entire world. But my friends here have taken it upon themselves to decorate their own bases. So here we have my friend's Ethan's room, and it's quite luxurious. Red carpet, a very expensive ceiling. Those are note blocks, I think, not jukeboxes, so they're a bit cheaper. But yeah, that would be incredible if they were jukeboxes. Diamonds. Just for a ceiling. And then he's made some sort of section off area. I don't know what that's for. But then we head up here and we come to his bed. Nice little room underneath. I don't know if there's anything under here. No. But yeah, this is Ethan's room. Quite nice, quite cozy. Next, we come to my friend Sid's room. He does not play Minecraft that much, so excuse the quality of his room. I think it's quite cool. He's got a tree house, and then you can go down the tree house into there we go. Yeah, you can go down into the basement, and he's got a panda here, big poles, and Sebastian. He's got some dogs as well. Grassy staircase to the first floor. Yeah, he's got water features, all sorts. Chests, random stuff in it, and then he's got like an ice rink that goes around the outside. It's like a boat race or whatever. And then you go down and you land in the water down here. And then he's got a secret passage into Ethan's room down here. That's quite cool. Yeah, and then you got his main bedroom and storage up here. I haven't even looked in here. What's he got? What goodies? I mean, we share most of our stuff anyway. We don't really have personal storage. Yeah, that's Sid's room. Does his piston door work? Yeah, he was really proud of that. He's got White Ting, which is the polar bear, and he's got his bed. So yeah, that's Sid's room. It's quite cool. Heading out, going right down the corridor, we get to my room. Once again, it's completely empty. I haven't done anything to it. This painting, I'm fairly sure, yeah, is fake, so you can go through to the villager area, and then head into Jasper's room down here. Jasper's room is probably the only finished bedroom, I think. He's got a security Steve, got a sniffer dog. He loves his pets. Quite a soppy guy, to be fair. He's got a bar in here. This is quite nice, actually. We can come in here, have a drink. I don't know if he's stocked it yet. No, he hasn't. Yeah, he's got his personal storage here, which he doesn't really use. There's not much in here. We mainly just use our shared storage in the storage room. He's got his living room in here. It's quite cozy, quite homely. Very nice. Heading down here, we got his bedroom in here. You can tell this is very Pinteresty. I think he's just gone onto Pinterest and typed up Minecraft bedrooms and Minecraft houses. Nonetheless, in here is his bathroom as well. I don't know who got rid of the lever or the button to get in here, but yeah, he needs to fix that. Got his wardrobe with his spare set of armor. And then he also has a upstairs and a downstairs in his room as well. So we can go up, and this is just like a viewing area of the downstairs. And he has a fake painting here to get to the outside. Jasper loves his piston doors as well. So there's a quick exit down to the bottom here. And then there's also the up and down lifts to get to the bottom. And then you have his office here with his pet panda called Poe. And then his frog and fish tank as well. That's awesome. Heading down here, we've got his vault, which he hasn't done yet. But it's also going to have a piston locking door as well to protect it from the outside. And then head into the back, we've got his like animal testing area. It gets quite dark. And then there's a trap here. If you ever come on this world, don't fall for that trap. And then there's doors to get in. And then there's also a way to get to the outside. His tunnel sequence that goes to the outside to get into the enclosures as well that way. I really am showing everyone's secrets today, aren't I? Right, moving on swiftly because this is a very big world. I've almost spent half an hour just on 2 sequences of our main base. Oh no, 3 now. We've got 1 left. Well, actually we've got 2 if we want to tour the old base as well. Heading back to the middle, we can go... yeah, we can exit actually. Exit this way. We've got 2 more rooms to show off. We've got my friend Zishan's room. He loves amethyst for some reason. Very purple, pop of colour. He's got his spare armor set here, spare armor set there, massive double bed. And then he's also got a downstairs as well. Let's go down. Very dark movie theatre area, big TV. We've got a brewing station and some crafting areas, chests as well, and then we can head back up, or we can exit out here to get to like the behind the scenes area. Yeah, we can go up from here as well, get back up to the main area, and we can tour Ruby's room just off the side here. She's got a minecart track for the goat, and oh yeah, we had to get rid of her. She had a lovely garden and everything out here, but we had to get rid of it to expand the storage room. Coming into her personal storage, she's got all this massive silos goes up to the ceiling. She's got her dog area. None of these are named, but she's got a lot of them. And heading back up to her room, got double bed at the entrance, nice library, a door to nowhere. That's nice. Spare set of armor, and yeah, we're back out. To the end of the corridor, we come to the exit, and we come to our nether portal here. This has stayed in the same place since like day 50, I think, was whenever we made the nether portal. So yeah, it's been here for a long time. I don't really have any plans to move it. Going back up, we have our old rooms after, like, this is like our starter rooms that we had. That's Jasper's room. Sid's room burnt down because he made like a lava bin, I think, and it burnt his whole house down. So that's unfortunate. Heading up, we come to this used to be our old storage and crafting room before we moved, obviously. Chests in there, storage, crafting, furnaces, all sorts. Catered, everything. Up here we have mine and Ethan's room at the top floor. Quite bog standard. We never really decorated these. It was just more for practical use. We have my dog up here who hasn't moved for like 4,000 days, I think. Something like that. Quite a while anyway. Moving on to the exit just brings you out to the top here, and all of that massive base is behind this door. We haven't really made a big, like, flashy entrance yet, and I don't think we ever will, but if we do, it'd probably be in and amongst around here. So you just fly in and you can go down the ladder. Up here we have our tree mining area. This was quite early on where we just wanted a quick way to mine trees. So yeah, there's all sorts of mechanics that allow it to grow the biggest tree possible. And then you can just go up to the top of the tree and mine downwards. It was quite quick, actually, especially for jungle, cherry, spruce, where you could make the really big, like 4 wide trees and go all the way up to the top, mine down. And yeah, it'd be really quick. Other than that, we have nothing else out here. We've moved all of our early game farms to our industrial district a couple thousand days ago. So yeah, there's not much out here. I've kept it quite plain because I want it to like blend in with the surrounding landscape. You can see all of our beacons going up to the sky. So yeah, let's go into the nether. I can show you our mine real quick, actually. Yeah, I'll cut to when I'm at the bottom because it's quite a trek. And here we are at the bottom. This is our mining area. This is where we mine, just strip mine basically. Just goes off into the distance so very far that my render distance doesn't even let me see. And then we have tunnel bores as well. I was in the process of making another one, but we have 2 that have already gone many thousands of blocks. I think we got cut off by a ancient city down there. Spawned the warden and killed us a bunch of times, so we stopped going down there. But yeah, we just have loads of tunnels. We have a beacon down here as well. Loads of tunnels going off that way. It's crazy how many tunnels we have. I might go into spectator mode and actually see, because I think that'd be quite funny. But yeah, let's head back up to the top and I'll show you our nether area, our nether base. And here we are back up the top. So let's head down to the nether room and head through the portal. Here we are, arrived in our nether hub. We have quite a few tunnels that go off in different directions. Obviously, because traveling in the nether is 8 times faster than traveling in the overworld. So all of this stuff is thousands of blocks apart, but it's made possible by elytra tunnels, which we make good use of. So I think we'll go this way first. We've got our... Oh, everything is labeled, by the way, so that all my friends can find out where to go. So here we have our pale oak biome, our nearest one. Our end and our witch farm. I'll show you the end and I'll show you our witch farm. Let's go to the end. Now, our end is a very much work in progress because we're currently, well, I'm currently designing a end base. I want to get rid of the entire end island. I'll show you what I mean. I've already kind of started. But yeah, we'll get rid of the entire end island. Let me fly up, show you. I've already gotten rid of all the pillars, and yeah, we're eventually just going to destroy the entire end island and make our own one, incorporating all of our farms as well that we have all over the place here. We have a lot of item dupers for gravity blocks. Here's our latest one here. That one doesn't work anymore, and this one is our wither killing chamber. It's just a chamber filled with water, and you can place the wither in the area here, and it spawns, gets trapped in the bedrock, and then obviously can't blow its way out because that's bedrock and the area around. And then when it dies, it drops the nether star and you can go and collect it. There's a little chute to go up and collect the nether star as well. And then we have our enderman farm just here. This was probably the first farm we built in the end, actually, I think. Doesn't work anymore, but we gathered loads of ender pearls and we now have much better ways of getting XP. But yeah, this was our first way. Nice little ender farm. That's the entrance down there, and then we have loads of different portals around the edge. Yeah, this is our gravity block duper. It's quite common design. Just pushes the block in and out, and yeah, because this is a portal, it teleports the block to the other side and turns it into an item form. So you can go and pick it up, and obviously this block never disappears, so you just keep doing it over and over and over again, and you can just go collect them afterwards. Quite simple. We have one of every gravity block here just in case we forget to bring it. So yeah, that helps a lot with big concrete builds, big glass builds, stuff like that. So yeah, let's exit. That's the end. Quite simple. We don't really have much in there. It's not really top of our priority list at the moment. So yeah, let's go back and take a different tunnel. I won't show you our witch farm. It's quite boring. It's just a witch hut that's been turned into a farm, sucks the witches up and kills them basically, and we just collect all of their drops. So yeah, that was that tunnel over there. Now we're moving on to our ice farm and froglight farm. These two are quite new in the great. This is our froglight farm tunnel. We haven't quite gotten to making all of the tunnels nice and fancy, so a lot of them are still netherrack, unfortunately, but it does the same thing, just a quality of life upgrade really. This is quite a long tunnel. It also goes all the way down, and here it is. This is our froglight farm. We have a magma spawner here. We're inside of a bastion currently. Magma spawner spawns in the magmas and they fall down there, and then they get attracted to the iron golem, which we have here, and then the frogs, well, they fall in the powdered snow. The frogs slowly kill them, and then once they get into the smallest form and they die, they drop the froglights. So here we have just quite a simple sorting system, really. We collect the magma cream as well, because we currently don't have a farm that produces it. So this is our only way of getting magma cream on like a big scale. Everywhere we have ender chests and a crafting table as well, just so we don't have to make them. That's our froglight farm. It's quite simple. I really like the look of it. I don't know what it is, probably the shape and the use of the stained glass. I really like the look of it. Heading back up, we can go and view our ice farm, and heading out of our froglight tunnel, we can go right and into this nether portal to go to our ice farm. This is basically just a massive open piece of water that we use to farm ice over and over and over again. And you'll see the design we've gone for, so that the ice never melts, and then so the ice never just doesn't respawn. So as you can see, we have 4 quadrants, and they all slowly just freeze up, and then there's like a diagonal piece of water down here that never freezes because there's a plank above it, so it's counted as like an inside room, so it will never freeze. And then we have a border around the edge, and then we just set free our allies who are carrying ice, and then once we mine it all up, they go out, grab it all, and then this note block constantly plays a sound which attracts them, and then they chuck the ice and they miss the note block, and it falls in the hoppers here, which then gets collected into these chests. There's none here obviously, because I think we've had a recent project that used ice. I can't remember what it was, but we used loads of it. Quite simple. It's quite nice looking. We tried to make our farms look nice. Once we get to our industrial district, you'll see that that's not quite the case. But these ones, we do try and make it look nice. It's quite a simple design as well. This was made quite early on. So yeah, back out we go, and back into the portal to go back to the nether hub and go down a different tunnel. Here we are back at our nether hub. We've currently gone down this tunnel and this tunnel. So next, I think we'll go to the main nether, and I'll show you where our ancient debris mining area is as well. I won't go down there because it's quite far, but it's just off to the left here. This is where we mine all of our ancient debris. It basically is a straight tunnel, and then it drops all the way down to, I think it's minus 50 or something, minus 14. I can't remember what it is in the nether for ancient debris. I think it's minus 14. And then off to the edge here, we get to the main nether, where it just drops us down below, and we can explore the main nether as we please. So that's how we get to all of our nether biomes and stuff. And then heading back up, I can show you the most important tunnel in this world. It's our main nether tunnel. It goes to 90% of the things, and it's this one here. You go through, and it's called main tunnel, and it ends up like it terminates at the industrial district. So yeah, let's explore this tunnel. Off to the left here, we have our piglin bartering farm. This I'm quite proud of. It is a tutorial. I'll try and link every tutorial in the description that I come across. Obviously, some of our farms are my own design, so when it's my own design, I'll let you know. And if you want a tutorial for it, I can try and make one. Obviously, I've never done redstone tutorials before, so it'll be a learning curve to try and make one. But here it is, our piglin farm in all its glory. It's quite overpowered. You put the gold in here and it chucks it, gets aligned by these chests and lands on something down there. I think it's a brewing stand, and then it chucks it all the way down this ice trail here, and then gets sorted out by these mine carts, falls down and into the corresponding chests. That's how we get all of these random items that would be, like, they're all really useful, but would be a pain to go and collect. Obviously, this is another way of getting our ender pearls from earlier, our enderman farm. Gravel, we have an absolute shit ton. It's completely clogged all the way to the top. Arrows is the same situation, all the way to the top. Nether brick, same situation, goes up to here. So it's almost full. Quartz, we have loads of. Obviously, we've taken some out to go to our storage room. Fire charges, crying obsidian. I really like building with crying obsidian, so this is really good to get. Obsidian as well, it's handy, it's good. Blast resistant. Soul sand, completely full all the way up to here. Blackstone as well. I really like building out of this. It's a nice, really dark block that you can make bricks and stuff out of. Clogged all the way up to the top, and then when they're clogged, they stop getting harvested. They stop getting filtered, and they just go straight to the end, and there's a soul fire flame there as well, so they just get burned. I don't sort for the potions or the boots or anything, because if I need those, I can just make them. I don't really need iron boots, and I don't need any of the books either. We have loads of books. I should have showed you, but it's too late now. We have like a full triple double chest set up filled with all of our enchantment books, so we really don't need any. That's our piglin there. Hasn't moved since we made the farm. Yeah, it just gets aligned all the way to the end. Fire. Quite simple. Quite a simple concept, really. The actual farm is a different situation. Raid farm. I will show you this because I'm really proud of this raid farm. It is a tutorial, and I've used 2 to adapt it for our... obviously, because they patched the raid farms, like the first generation of them. So now we have a bottle, and it's less AFK-able now. But what we do is we AFK completely for the bottles, the different raid versions. And yeah, where's the ladder, Arthur? Come on. Yeah, we can just go up here, and this sorts out the villagers that die here. This was where the like the roaming groups of pillagers that had the banner that you would normally kill to get bad omen when you were standing up there. But now I've had to adapt it so that it harvests the piglins in here and then gives us their different raid bottles, their bad omen bottles. So we have 1 through 5 all the way here. So depending what level raid we can do, obviously we start with 5. Once we run out, we go to 4, then 3, then 2, then 1. We have item filters set up for them. So obviously we've had to get loads in order to do this. And then anything else is binned. So like the crossbows that they drop, the arrows, all of that stuff we don't need. That includes the emeralds that they drop, unfortunately, but it's a necessary sacrifice. We make more emeralds up there than we'd ever need to harvest down here. It just goes straight to the bin, which dispenses it into lava. And then the bottles, once we unlock the hoppers, so we can choose which raid we want to do by just unlocking each hopper. And then once we've unlocked it, that corresponding raid will then go get dispensed. It'll dispense all 16 in this double chest, and then obviously lock itself because nothing will be coming through. But as we kill these guys, it'll come through and dispense up this tube all the way to the top where we're standing just there, and it gets straight delivered to us. So all we have to do is drink the bottle every time the bad omen effect runs out. And then up here we have another sorting system which sorts all of the emeralds, the arrows. We got 2 chests of emeralds just in case we AFK overnight, and then we've got arrows here as well. And then we have a locking system, so I can turn the bin off and it will collect all of this stuff, and then once this backs up I can then collect it all and turn the bin on, just in case we want to get totems of undying. But a lot of the time I just bin them because we don't really have a use for them. I haven't died in a very long time, so yeah, there's no need for them. And if we do, there's normally 1 or 2 of us online anyway, so we can sort ourselves out, get all of our stuff back, all that good stuff. So yeah, it's quite a simple sorting system. It's only 3 items. And then up the top is where we stand right like here. We flick the lever, turns on the killing machine, and the bottles come up to us and we just drink them, stand here, and they all die. Quite simple. So yeah, I've personally done all of this remodeling. This entire design of Raid Farm is like 3 different tutorials put together, I think, which is quite cool. It shows off the different stages it went through. But yeah, that's our Raid Farm. It's probably one of my top 3 farms in this world. So yeah, we can go back through the portal and can show off more of our world. Heading back to the crossroads, we can carry on going straight all the way down here. And I won't show you this. This is our starting village. It's where we took all of our first villagers from, bred them up, you know the drill. And we escorted them through the Nether and just down to our base just down there. So yeah, that's just a raided village. You don't really need to see that. Warped forest biome is just down there. We have like an easy way to get to most biomes in this game. I think there's only a couple we're missing. Moving on, we have the city and a jungle biome, just in case we need a jungle. I will show you the city just really quickly. It hasn't really changed from the first tour, so yeah, I'll just quickly skim through it. I don't think anything's changed. I'll leave a link to the first tour if you want to go see how much the world has changed. I certainly will after recording this. I'll go quickly have a look. But yeah, just out here is where you spawn. And I don't know why it's not loading in. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it's quite a bog standard city, really. Grid layout. Downtown is going to be over there. And then obviously this is downtown as well. This is a Paris-inspired building. I went to Paris a couple months ago, beginning of the year, and it inspired me to build this. It's just a corner building. It's going to have a cafe in the bottom and then apartments above. And then I'm going to mirror it on that side as well. As you can see, I've marked it out just there. The road design is quite simple. It's just a 2-lane road with a median down the middle. Street lamps. Just there is going to be our town hall. I've already marked it out. Really, all I need to do in this world is just build more. I haven't had the motivation to build in the city for quite a while. As you can see, factory district over there. You got 2 warehouses there. Whatever Sid has been building over there. We got a park just down there. I'll show you this park because it's got dates of when stuff was built. So this was built in day 3300, so quite a while ago now actually. And then there's another park over here, back to the beginning, which I'm quite proud of. Saint Denis Park, established in 3150. That's so long ago. And then there's this statue here as well of a knight on a horse. It's quite cool. I'm quite proud of that as well. The lights light up at night time as well. There you go, perfect timing. It's just got a night time. It was established in, well, when I built it, 3200, so just after that park there. I built this statue. There's a roundabout here with this like torch fire looking thing. Oh, I didn't bring a bed with me, unfortunately. There might be one around here somewhere. We can head down the road towards the suburban district, just down here. We've only got one house because I was testing designs lines and stuff. I'm fairly sure this is partly a tutorial. If I can find the build, I'll link it in the description. But I've added my own flair to it. I think there's different materials, and obviously the inside is going to be fully custom as well. Currently it's just a mob farm, but it's a double garage, like American suburban house. And then we're going to have multiple houses all along here, and yeah, it's going to look quite awesome. It's what the city looks at night. It's quite awesome. Did 2 different bridges. I was really proud of these bridges. They look really like built up and realistic. Right, let's get away from those. Don't want to get killed on our tour. So yeah, that was quite a quick showcase of our city. I'm really proud of it. There's going to be a massive factory there as well. That's why that's why that is all marked out in yellow there. It's going to be quite a big factory actually. I don't know what it'll make. If it'll make anything. I don't know if it'll be like purely visual. Yeah, anyway, heading back to our main tunnel, we can go right to carry on going. And I think there's only a couple things before the turning. So we've got our savanna biome and our palace, which I will definitely show you. I'm really proud of how that's coming along. It's not finished yet. It's probably only about 25% done. But it's got like the main foundations, and you can see the vision and everything. So I'll show you it. If it was any more underbuilt, I probably wouldn't show you. I'd probably just gloss over it, show you the floor plan and stuff. So yeah, I'll put a picture up on the screen of the floor plan, what I designed and what I'm imagining. And here is what we've got so far. So if I can get high enough, I'll show you. So yeah, it's just 4 corners, circular middle, and this is the front down here. Ooh, let me just regain my health. Currently there's no terraforming. That is on the list. I think I've done it around here just loosely. Yeah, I've added like grass around the edge. Yeah, you come up these stairs and just imagine that this is all built up around the edge, and there's a massive dome. That's what the circular bit is going to be. It's going to go up, then up again, and then there's going to be a massive dome up there. It might have 2 floors. I don't know if it will just be one continuous wall. Oh yeah, that's another thing. We don't sleep in this world, so there's phantoms every time it gets dark. 4 corners. It's quite very symmetrical. Everything lines up. There's going to be an entrance or an exit, whatever you want to call it, on each corner. There's going to be these towers on every corner as well, or every side. And yeah, it's going to go straight up. Oh, Duke. There's more than one now. Yeah, circle. So I can't remember the radius. It'll be listed on the floor plan. And then, oh yes, over here in this corner, it's going to be like a coastal Italian style French city. Gonna be sandstone, cobblestone, brick, all sorts, mud. I'm really excited to build this. I've got nothing more than a rough plan of where the coast is gonna be. I just started building it here. I'm really looking forward to building this. Hold on, I'm just gonna go sleep real quick. Give me 5 seconds. Let's carry on the tour. So yeah, that's the palace. It's coming along brilliantly. It's just such a massive build that I need to dedicate like a couple hours a day to it to see some real difference in how it looks. I've got like a good vision, so I should be able to get some of it done in the next couple of months, I reckon. But yeah, it's been going on for quite a while, probably a couple thousand days at this point. So yeah, we'll head back through the portal and we'll go right to go back to the main tunnel. And now that we're back at the main tunnel, we can go right again to go down and do this weird zigzaggy thing. I don't know why that's there. And off to the left, we have our desert. That's where we used to get sand before we just duplicate it now. But yeah, that's where we get sand, sandstone, all that stuff. But we just duplicate it now and craft everything that we need. So yeah, that was our desert back in the day. I haven't been there in ages. So yeah. Let's move on. To the right, we have the Industrial District and Jasper's underwater base. I'll show you all of the farms and I'll list whether they're my own design or someone else's, and then I'll link all of the farms that are someone else's down in the description. Let me just crank my render distance up so you can see every farm. Not that it's laggy enough here. Just wait for it to all load in. But yeah, so it's all loaded in, I think, now. So that's our main ocean base over there. It was kind of built to have all of these farms funnel into it and have it store everything. So I'll show that off first if I can get there without crashing. Here we are. It looks really cool. I don't think it's finished. There's still like certain areas that need polishing off, but it's a very similar design to the palace. The palace was based off of this. You come in, you can look all the way up to the skylight, which I think is very awesome. Like, I love this in builds and buildings in real life, where you can go in and it's just like you can see all the way to the top. It's 3 floors. The top floor is just a viewing platform where you can view out to the industrial district, and the second and ground floor are storage. They just hold pretty much everything that we create in the industrial district. So obviously that's our gold farm. We've got 2 slots for bamboo, 1 slot for sugarcane and dried kelp as well, and then it should just be all the same in every single room. Obviously these aren't done yet, but it'll be this pretty much in every single room, with a elevator to get to the top floor up there. Quite bog standard storage. I'm quite proud of this like warehouse design, where it's just floors with slabs and then a ladder to go up. I think that's quite warehousey. It looks quite cool. I like the overall design of this place as well. This is my own design, by the way. I'll link I think I only have wall blueprints for this. I don't think I have a floor plan. I kind of just winged how big it was and everything. It's quite cool. Central hub for everything as well. I'll give you a good look of the outside of it. Very cool, very cool. We've got our concrete converter over here. Converts concrete powder into concrete. And then we've got our first gold farm. This we just use for XP now. We just use this to repair all of our gear and stuff, keep it repaired. It's got 2 portals up there that funnel in, down, and into the chamber. Sorts out rotten flesh, gold nuggets, and gold ingots. Quite standard, quite simple. We also have a glowberry farm. Quite simple, uses observers to push the pistons. Quite similar to the sugarcane and bamboo as well. Didn't even show off the starting portal. This we got off of Pinterest, I think, or something. It's just a sword portal. Looks pretty cool. It's supposed to have the bottom of the sword or the top of the sword in the nether, but obviously we can't make that because we have a nether tunnel. So yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's just a better thing than what we had here. I can't remember what we had here actually. I think it was just a house. Yeah, it was just a house that housed our portal that we had. Back in the water with you, sir. Stupid drowned. We have our honey farm over here. Makes honeycomb and honey bottles. We've recently taken out of there. It's not that bad. Although, where have our bees gone? Are they in the hives? I've never seen them in the hives before. That's really weird. Yeah, minecart goes through, collects all of the drops, the honeycomb and bottles and stuff. It's quite complicated. It is someone else's design, I think. I'll try and find the video if I can. It'll be linked in the description. But it still works. I haven't had to update it for any of the updates. It's been here for like 2 years now, I think, and has worked perfectly fine. So yeah, it's on a timer, so everything works. I think it's out of shears at the moment. That's why it's not working. But we have several iron farms so that we can AFK at different ones to earn more iron. But it's just this design scattered about all over the place. I'm sure you've seen an iron farm before, so I won't bore you with it, but I'll just show you it once. It comes down here, collects all the iron. We have way too much iron, but we make massive farms like that one over there that uses millions of hoppers. So yeah, this is just one of our 5 iron farms, I think. Moving on, we've got our moss and bone meal farm. They're both moss farms. It's just one is scaled up to produce only bone meal. All of these were full the other day. I've recently taken out of them. But yeah, this one produces moss, and then it flows in and gets turned into bone meal. And then this one produces moss, and all of the moss drops end up in these chests here, and then any overflow gets turned into bone meal at the end. Quite a really cool design. I'll try and find the link. If I can't, it's just a stackable moss farm for bedrock. Just type that in. It'll be like the first or second one that comes up. It's very complicated, so I won't get into how it works. But moving on to the next farm, we have our probably most complicated farm on here. There we go. Much smoother. Right, this is our tree farm. It's probably the most complicated farm on the list. I don't even know if it still works. I haven't used it in a very long time. But the bone meal from that farm goes into here. It bone meals the tree. It grows, and then all of the sticky pistons and stuff break all the leaves, and then another set of sticky pistons take the logs and cube them up out here somewhere so that we can then mine them all. And it's just a much quicker way of getting wood. Eventually I'll add like a TNT dropper so that I don't have to mine it all, and then it will be fully AFKable. But yeah, it's probably one of my favorite builds on this world. It took me forever. I'm very proud of it. It looks very complicated, and it was very complicated to build. Talking of complicated to build, this is our completely overpowered gold farm. It has 8 portals in total, so that one only had 2. This one has 8, and it produces like 60,000 gold an hour, I think, something like that, which is 9 times. Oh, I've just picked up all the tridents. I'll deal with that later. It's like 9 times, it's like 4 times better than that one over there that I showed you earlier. For all of that, we have all of this storage, and then the nuggets that get dropped get auto-crafted into ingots so that they take up less space, because before we only had this full silo for gold ingots, and then the rest were nuggets and then rotten flesh down the end there. This is where you control it all. You turn it on. This is not needed anymore. I've found a loophole around so that the portal lighting machine lever turns the portal destroyer on or off depending what you need it for. These turn all of the auto crafters on for each zone. There's 3. There's one here, and then one there. So yeah, that turns all the auto crafters on. This turns the bin on, which is on this side. I'll quickly show you that. Just here. So anything that misses all of this goes in, mainly the swords, the golden swords, go in here and then just get dispensed. They just go and get dispensed into this lava stream we have going on down here. Quite simple. It's all controlled with redstone and redstone clocks here, you can see. I am a bit ill, so please excuse the bunged up voice and stuff like that, and the random voice cracks as well. Oh, there was one. But yeah, it's absolutely huge. It gets us so many levels as well. It's just a really, really good farm in total. I'm gonna have to speed this up a lot. So over here is our quarry. This is just a place where we can get loads of stone really quickly. And it looks pretty cool as well, don't get me wrong. There used to be a really big guardian temple here, but obviously it's gone now. We did drain it all for a previous project. I can't remember what that was for. But yeah, now it's just our quarry. Goes all the way down to... Moving on, I'm just going to quick fire some of these. So that's Jasper's underwater base there. That's another iron farm. This is our cactus farm that has way too many levels to it. Has all of these. I haven't even harvested from it in ages. This is our first bee farm. It still kind of works. It's just a bit slower. More humane, actually. So yeah, this was our first bee farm before we made that overpowered one over there. This is creeper farm number 1, which doesn't work anymore. And then this is updated creeper farm number 2 that works very well. That's our drowned farm up there. It's like a upside down pyramid. Spawns drowns and then they get killed by a trident. This is our I won't go too close to this. This is one of the farms where it doesn't have an on-off switch. It just turns on when you get close. So this is our guardian farm. It's another Guardian Temple. If you want this world seed, by the way, I'll put it in the description. It's a really good seed. It has like 4 Guardian Temples in close proximity over here. But yeah, this is one of them that we kept running so that we can harvest fish and prismarine and stuff from it. Classic Guardian Temple farm, basically. Iron farm number 3. This is our tree chopper area. It's currently being used for shroom lights because we used them all throughout that build there. Moving on, we've got some smaller farms actually. Here we've got a smaller farm. This is our basalt generator. Just a really quick and easy way to get basalt. So yeah, you just stand on here, mine this basalt over and over and over again. Quite simple really. It just generates it using water and lava as well. Moving on, we've got our scoot farm. This is quite inhumane actually. Slowly just create scoots because they have a chance to just randomly drop them. So we've got like 3, 6, 9, 12. We've got 12 here. Gathered quite a decent amount of scoots actually. So yeah, this is just made to use dog armor. Here we've got our cobblestone generator. It's actually quite quick. That's how it works. And the storage for it is down here. We have a beacon here just to make it a bit quicker. And moving on, we've got probably one of my favorite farms. It's quite small and quite simple, but it's just a snow farm, snow generator. Generates snowballs there using the pistons. And we just craft it into the snow blocks that we need. Very, very cool, very efficient farm. Moving on to more of a speed fire, we've got a villager breeder over there for all of our iron farms. We've got dried kelp and sugarcane generator here and here. Very standard. Haven't really been upgraded. We probably do need an upgrade because I don't think these, yeah, it doesn't really produce that much. But they're good farms, they're reliable, they work when we're over here, so when we're AFKing, these get AFK'd as well. We've got loads of generators and converters around the place just to make our lives a bit easier. We've got a clay generator here, which obviously can generate bricks as well, and mud as well. We have a mud one somewhere along here. Oh, maybe we don't. Well, that's something we definitely need. We need a mud converter. Here is our flower duplicator. It's quite simple. Just uses a glitch with the grass to duplicate flowers. All of these. We have loads of different flowers in here that we can duplicate, and we can take them from the storage room as well. We also have a fungus duplicator over here for anything warped or nylium or anything like that. I'll show you what it can duplicate just in here. Just in here. It's the crimson roots and the warped roots, and then fungus as well for both sides. It's quite handy. We got the fungus tree generator over there for the crimson wood and stuff. Oh, we got another tree farm over there as well, just so that we can mine trees and not have to worry about the drops going everywhere, because I'm fairly sure there's water. You just press a button somewhere. Yeah, that lever over there releases the pistons down, releases the water. And then, yeah, it all has end up in this chute, and then you just run along and collect it all. It's quite simple. These are all very primitive farms. They were made quite a very long time ago. So yeah, that's our industrial district, I think. I think that's everything. Oh, we have this farm as well. I didn't show you this one. This is our ink farm, or squid farm. It spawns squids up here, and then they fall down here onto the magma and die. Let's see if there's anything in here, actually. No, just unuseful stuff. This is our squid farm to produce black dye, mainly, for ink sacs. I think that's everything, you know? I think that is everything. I'll quickly go back home and just make sure that it is everything and I haven't forgotten anything. Okay guys, I'm back home in the center of our massive survival base, and that is actually everything. I double checked and I made sure that, you know, I haven't forgotten anything, because this world is quite big. I can forget things that exist on this world quite easily. So if you did enjoy, please leave a like, subscribe, all of that stuff. And yeah, stay tuned for my upcoming series on Java, where I'm going to do like a similar series where a Bedrock player just goes over to Java and sees what the difference is, basically. It's going to be my forever world on Java, so stay tuned. I'm going to have big projects on there, you know. big farms, all of that stuff. So if you like that stuff, please subscribe, and yeah, stay tuned. 1st of October is when that episode drops. So yeah, set your reminders, and I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.